This is the book of Hosea, chapter 12, verse 7. He is a merchant. The balances of deceit are in his hand. He loveth to oppress. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God. And Yahweh Shai is his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Hosea, chapter 12, verse 7, is that I want to play two clips regarding the inevitable cryptocurrency and how America's using it to try to pay off the debt, while Russia is crying out saying America is conspiring, all right, by using crypto, all right, and to manipulate the markets so that they can pay down their debt, all right, because everybody knows that America's debt is the reason why the dollar is failing, okay? So you're about to see how sinister, this is why crypto was created, okay? Not only to force everybody out of physical cash, which is going to happen, but also to try to get America out of its inevitable, okay, spiraling debt, which is going to lead to its own demise. All right, because there's no way you can heal this place. The scriptures say Babylon can't be healed, which I'll get. But you can see how deceitful these clowns are. You watch this, and they put this on Newsmax. And who watches Newsmax? Not Jake. Okay. Old, saturated in the Republican, all right, tribal, political realm, okay, Edomites. That's who watches this. And look how they're trying to sell this crypto to the Edomites, all right? This is on Newsmax. So let me play this. Hey, man, we here, man. This is all leading to the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, all right? This is why everything's going to crypto, all right? And it's going to force everybody in, whether they like it or not. Let's play this.
National debt, $348, would have purchased 1.7% of the total supply of Bitcoin at the time, and today it would wipe our balance sheet clean. Imagine, they've done that for Social Security too. Because crypto is worth what people think it's worth, simply because people are buying it, and like a Prada bag that costs $50 to make and sells for $5,000, supply and demand. Could the government theoretically, I don't know, take 1/5 of our annual tax revenue, which is about $1 trillion, and put it into an emerging cryptocurrency like, I don't know, XRP, currently trading around $2.50?
Notice they chose XRP. All right, watch this company. Watch this company. All right, this company is at the center of this whole crypto digital prison madhouse, okay? And there's nothing wrong with buying some. I recommend, not financial advice, but to buy this cryptocurrency. All right, you'll be able to do well for a season before they tell you to take an RFID chip, the mark of the beast. Because again, when you study, you find out, okay, what this company is doing behind the scene. They have chosen it to facilitate their New World Order and for that RFID chip, the mark of the beast. In fact, back to this article. Remember the U.S. Navy, okay, Ripple compatible chip development is said to be sponsored by the U.S. Navy. Ripple and XRP are in the spotlight once again after the news that the U.S. Navy is hiring a firm to create implantable microchips that would be compatible with Ripple's blockchain. It's right here, and now they're talking about it, okay? Because it's about a lot of things about to change, man. All right, a lot of things about to change. This whole financial system is about to change, and we at Great Millstone through the Spirit and Power Yahweh and Shai, we've been warning, we've been saying, hey, look, the American dollar, as you know it, is about to, all right, go digital, and if you have physical cash, all right, it's not going to be accepted, man, because they want to track everything. All right, it's also going to be with a digital ID. In fact, XRP, hold up, check this out. I want to show y'all something. Digital ID Ripple Labs. Check this out. Okay. Ripple rumors stir speculation on digital identity. Supposedly, oh man, we here, brothers and sisters, we're almost out this bitch. Ripple rumors stir speculation on digital identity and global strategy. The document said to describe a cooperation pact between Ripple, a major Swiss bank, and a U.S.-based blockchain firm goes beyond cross-border settlements, hinting at a push into digital identity and compliance system, aka you take this digital ID or you cannot, all right, work in the system, buy in the system, which is literally the precursor to the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. Okay, England's doing it. This American company, Ripple Labs, is working on the same thing, man. Okay, all right. And when you do some research, Ripple Labs is the one behind the scenes helping out England's central bank blockchain. Want proof? Got proof right here. Okay, we prove all things here at Great Millstone. UK, England, and brothers in GMS, they've been seeing this because brother in GMS, they on their watch. Okay, in UK, England, central bank. Ripple Labs has partnered with the Bank of England for a proof of concept to explore cross-border payments using Interledger Protocol ILP and has registered with the UK's Financial Conduct Authority for money service operations. Okay, so there you go. Has partnered with the Bank of England. That's all you need to know. Ripple mentioned in UK Parliament, but could XR... Ooh, what's this one? Ooh, this is spicy. Ripple mentioned in UK Parliament, but could XRP play a role in national finance? Recent reports claim that UK Parliament is discussing Ripple and XRP as potential national infrastructure. Woo! We here. That's it, man. I get excited because, you know, when you seen this many years ago, all right, and now you're seeing it literally being put into the spotlight, it just confirms that the scriptures are on point, okay? That this is where everything's going. All right, back to this. All right.
That would explode the value of that coin. Right now, the total market cap of XRP is $144 billion.
Whoa. 144 billion. 144. You can't make this up. Watch this company. That's all I got to say. All right. Hey, it's getting spicy. It's getting spicy. All right. Which goes to show you that, hey, we don't have much time here, man. All right? The Lord is shortening the days. Okay, hold on. Let's get a scripture. Days shorten. Okay? I'm excited. I put says shorten. I'm excited. Typo. It's a typo. Unless the days be days shorten. There we go. Mark chapter 13, verse 20. And except the Lord have shortened those days, which he's shortening these days, look how fast 2025 went. And now we're going into 2026. Okay? And look what's going on. You know, food stamps are about to be cut. All right? Russia just finished testing their super cruise missile, nuclear cruise missile that can stay in the air for over 15 hours. All right. And Russia's saying that no one can stop it. All right. Then you got this crypto stuff being broadcasted, all right, and being propaganda to the red-blooded Edomites, okay, Republicans, saying this is a good thing, get into it. Yeah, it's all leading to our salvation, okay. No flesh should be saved, right? That's why the Lord's shortening the days, all right, because he's going to deliver his elect. But for the elect's sake, see, whom he have chosen. Well, first of all, let's quantify who are the chosen. Let's quantify. Okay. Yeah, Jeep. This was in that movie House of Dynamite, which is a powerful movie. I recommend watch that movie. Okay. Isaiah 44 and 1. Isaiah 44 and 1. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. There you go. The reason why I'm sounding like that, because I've been watching that, what's his name? What is his? He's this Dust Terror, something like that. I guess he's using the GI Joe character, Destro. I think Destro, right? That's his name. Destro. Yeah, Destro. GI Joe movie, right? Destro, and he on YouTube. He has an account, or a channel where he gets on all these women, and he always goes, when these women saying they don't need a man, he goes, translation. So I'm just using that type of sound. All right. Okay. Just mocking you plantation Christians. That's what it is. Yeah, I like to mock y'all. I like to, okay, like the apostle, the elder said, you got to have fun with this. So yeah, Isaiah 44 and 2, thus saith the Lord that made thee and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou, Jeshurun, whom I have chosen. Okay, now let's get some Hebrew, because I said I'm going to do Hebrew in my lessons. All right, I don't think I did one in my last lesson, so I've got to make up for it now. So let's do it. The Hebrew word for Jeshurun, all right, follow along, is Yashah Rawan. So this is a Ya, this is a Shah, this is a Ra, this is a Wa, this is a Na. So it's Yasharawan. Yasharawan. Okay, and it means upright ones. A symbolic name for Israel, describing her ideal character. Right, so who are the upright ones? Who are the chosen? Israel. But, disclaimer, there's an elect out of Israel who will be saved. That's why, let's go back. Let's go back. Matthew chapter 13 verse 20. And except that the Lord had shortened those days, no flesh shall be saved, but for the elect's sake, whom he hath chosen, he hath shortened the days. Right. So let's keep playing, because hey, this is all prophecy being fulfilled, man. Okay? This is when the scriptures say he causeth all. Okay, you're seeing it right here. The preparation. They're making everyone get into this digital crypto blockchain, all right, which is going to be tied to a digital ID, and ultimately, all right, they're going to tell you that, hey, you're going to have to take a chip, an RFID chip, in order to continue to buy and sell in this, okay, cyber prison blockchain house. All right. That's why blockchain. Think about it. Blockchain. We're chained to the. All right. You're chained to this. All right. All right. So let's play.
In total circulation. This would multiply its value by a factor of 8, essentially returning the government $8 trillion overnight. Want to get aggressive, they can dump it, crash the market, buy it right back, do it all over again.
You see? They're so arrogant now. This is why I have to do, this is another reason why I had to do this lesson, because, bro, they are so prideful now, okay? That they're telling you that the government can buy up crypto like XRP or Bitcoin, okay? Then do a rug pull on the people of the world, including the Americans, all right? Just to then take the profits to pay down the debt. Do you see how this is why the Lord's going to destroy America? And the Russians see this. This is why the Russians back again. The Russians are crying out like, yo, America's crooked. America's okay. This little dirty bitch is trying to fucking, all right, conspire with this whole crypto thing to pay down their debt. So let me bring this out. Proverbs chapter 20 verse 30. Diverse weights are an abomination unto the Lord, and a false balance is not good. Right, this is an abomination to the Lord. Everything America does when it comes to this financial system is totally contrary, totally against what the Lord, all right, has set up regarding how to run a country's economy. All right. The Lord already have laws in play about getting out of debt. You have the Jubilee, then you have the year of release, okay? The 7-year year of release. All right, hold on. Let's get it. This is why you plantation Christians are going to be nuked with fire, all right? Because you are full of shit, man. You don't believe in this Bible, okay? What is it, Deuteronomy 23, or is it Leviticus 23? Hold on. Yeah. Here it is. You got the Passover, right? And then you got the year of release. We got Day of Atonement. Hold up. Let me find this. Bear with me. All this is pertaining to the Israelites, by the way. Year of release. Come on, man. I thought this was... Oh, Deuteronomy 15 and 19. Beware that there not thought in a wicked heart, saying, the 7th year, the year of release is at hand, and thy eye be evil against thy poor brother, and thou givest him not, and cry unto the Lord Yahweh against thee, and it be sin unto thee. Right, because you had wicked Israelites, all right, that didn't want to lend out on the 7th year because they know that all debts are relinquished. You no longer owes, okay, your brother anymore, so that's why the Lord put this law in there, because again, Jake, this is why the Lord jacked us up, because Jake always want to try to, all right, circumvent doing the right thing, always. But yeah, here it is, the year of release. Okay, this is what where the Yiddish way of saying Shemitah, but our way of saying it, okay, is shamat. Okay, this is a sha, this is a ma, this is a ta. Okay, and it means letting drops, exactions, remaining release from debt. Right, release from debt. Okay, see, we have the laws, but no, this devil wants to manipulate the market, wants to do a rug pull, steal people's money, all right, to then pay down the debt that they created. This is why the Lord gonna destroy America. Okay, and you're not getting out of this debt. Okay, this is all hogwash. All right. See, this is another thing. This is why this man is so prideful. He's trying to escape. Okay, the prophecy where it says that America will be laden, all right, in debt in Habakkuk. You know, because they've been watching our videos. You are not getting out of debt. Okay, you're not getting out of it because the scripture says this. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 6. Shall not all these take a parable against thee, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his? How long? And to him that laid himself with thick clay. You see that? Thick clay. Okay? Thick clay. It's ibat-yat, right? Heavy debts. So you're not getting out of these heavy debts. No matter what the fuck you do, okay? You can do this crypto shit all you want. All it is, all right, is just going to make your punishment even more worse because you're being wicked. You're manipulating, okay, the cryptocurrency market, all right? You're trying to get out of this debt, and you got even Russia calling out, letting the world know that America's, all right, being grimy again, doing nigga shit, all right? America's the real nigga, all right? You Edomites are the real niggas, okay? This is nigga shit. This is you the niggas. Here it is. You look at our people like, oh, these niggas with the hard R. Nah, you are the real nig with the hard R with this shit, okay? And then you're gonna have faggot ass. Lord willing, don't take this video down. Edomites tried to defend this shit, okay? But look what Russia says. AI, yeah, it had to be translated AI because he was speaking in Russian. But you can look it up in the Russian dialogue, okay? And you can get a translator if you want to see the, okay, word for word. All right, I just pulled this out because the Economic Times, they did the legwork. Okay, look, this got 789,000 views. All right, this is what should be talked about across America. Okay, not no damn what the fuck are they talking about now? All right, you know, bullshit, just bullshit distractions. Anyway, let me play this.
America is trying to change the rules in the gold and cryptocurrency markets. Remember how much debt they have. $35 trillion.
And it's now 37 trillion. Remember, this was said about a month ago, okay? Anton Kobilikov, all right? He's Putin's aide, all right? He said this at the Eastern Economic Forum, okay? Hey, something's going to happen, man. Something's going to happen. Shit about to get violent, okay? America stepping on too many toes, all right? They're trying to get out of their debt sneaky with this, all right? Trying to sneak their way out of it, and the other countries are getting mad. They're getting angry. They fucking with the money. You fucking with the money. America's fucking with the global, with people's money, all right?
Essentially, these are two alternative segments to the global currency market. Washington's actions in this direction clearly demonstrate one of America's main objectives. They are very eager to solve the problem of declining trust in the dollar. The US, just as it did in the 1930s and 1970s, will solve its financial problems at the expense of the entire world, driving everyone where? Into the cryptocurrency cloud. Over time,
right? During when the Great Depression happened, America created all these policies, all right, with which the whole world had to abide by. Okay, like for example, let's get some history here. All right, what policies after the Great Depression did the whole world had to accept from America? Here it is. Yup. After the Great Depression and World War II, the world's economic order was reshaped by American-led policies designed to promote open international trade and financial stability. The policies established in 1944 Bretton Woods Agreement and the post-war Marshall Plan were broadly accepted by allied nations as the foundation for global recovery in future. Right, so it was America that was at the helm. They're the one that caused the Great Depression. Okay, and then they changed the rules. In July 1944, Allied nations met in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, to create a new international monetary system that would prevent a return to competitive currency devaluation and protectionist trade barriers of the 1930s. The system, they agreed to establish a new global financial architecture built on the following principles. The new exchange rate system. The U.S. dollar was pegged to the gold at fixed price of $35 per ounce. This is how the dollar started to become the world reserve currency, making it the world's dominant reserve currency. Other participating countries pegged their currencies to the U.S. dollar, creating a system of stable but adjustable exchange rates. This stability was intended to promote international trade and investment. The IMF. This institution was created to monitor exchange rates and assist countries with short-term balance of payment problems. Oh, by the way, check this out. Where is the IMF located? In D.C. How convenient. Okay? How convenient. Where is the World Bank located? In D.C. How convenient. All right? This is what made America, okay, into its power, into its hegemony, which is fulfilling prophecy. America is Babylon the Great. Let's go. We almost out of here. Let's go. Woo! Okay, I'm excited. I know, I'm excited. The Marshall Plan. Following World War II, Europe was devastated. To prevent a return to economic depression and to counter the spread of Soviet-backed communism, the U.S. launched the European Recovery Program, or the Marshall Plan, in 1948. Massive economic aid. The U.S. provided over $13 billion in financial assistance, aka printing of the money, printing of the money, all right, to 16 Western European nations to help them rebuild cities, industries, and infrastructure. A revived market was for U.S. goods by helping Europe rebuild, blah, 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 blah. You already know. So now you saw. So right after the Great Depression, America, was able to, all right, manipulate their way into changing the rules. Just like in the 1970s. Let's see if they go into the 1970s. Okay. The Richard Nixon. All right. What happened in the 1970s? Because he said 1970s, right? 1970s. Gold was Richard Nixon abolished Bretton Woods agreement, right? He abolished it because what did he do? Okay, see, the AI man always trying to freaking use euphemisms. All right, it was in 1970s. President Richard Nixon did not abolish the Bretton Woods agreement outright, but his action led to its collapse. Right, it was done on purpose. And the end of the system of fixed exchange rate. On August 15, 1971, Nixon unilaterally announced the suspension of the dollar's convertibility into gold, a policy shift that came to be known as the Nixon shot. You see that? Okay. The changing global economy. Okay, so the Nixon shot, what happened? Collapse, aftermath. While Nixon initially described the move as temporary, the system never recovered. The Sicilian Agreement in December 1971 made a short-lived attempt to reestablish fixed exchange rates, but failed to restore confidence. By 1973, major currencies were floating freely against the dollar, effectively ending the system. The end of the convertibility transitioned the world to a system of fiat currency, where money is not backed by a physical commodity like gold. Exactly. Okay, And this was done, again, on purpose by America, changing the rules as the Russian, where's he at? This Russian aide to Putin has stated in his speech. Okay? How, you know what? Obadiah again. Let's go to Obadiah. How are the hidden things of Esau sought out, man? All right? Obadiah 1:6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Right. Via the prophets. Okay? Okay. This is what we look into, man. All right? While you pseudo-Hebrew Israelites, you're playing games. You're talking in circles. All right? You're not being honest with your congregation. And that's why, like the apostle elders are always saying, there's going to be a major shakeup when they push that digital RFID chip. Okay? Which is the mark of the beast. That RFID chip, which is a physical chip. Okay, which is going to have your digital ID, your money, okay, your medical records, you on it. And in order for you to conduct any form of transaction, or have a so-called life, you need to have it on you at all times, meaning underneath the skin. All right, in order for you to buy or sell, because it goes back to commerce, right? Commerce, right? So let's play this again. Wait, hold on. One more time. Hosea chapter 12, verse 7. He is a merchant. The bounds of the sea are in his hand. He loveth to oppress. Right. And best believe America was oppressing the whole world by changing the rules time and time again. Okay. Another one. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 23. Diverse weights are an abomination unto the Lord, and a false balance is not good. Exactly. Okay, the Lord detests double standards, right? America is full of double standards. He is not pleased by dishonest scales, right? America does nothing but dishonest scales, man. All right. Here it is. They're the ones that caused the cost of living to rise with this 37 trillion debt. All right, or now 38 trillion. Excuse me. It's 38 now, right? And yet they're gonna cut food stamps. Okay. They're gonna cut social programs, okay? Saying that's where the bulk of the spending went. No, it went, all right, to your ongoing wars and your black projects, trillions of dollars of black projects, aka building bunkers, because you know you're about to get spanked with the nuclear missiles. Back to the video. Let's go.
Pay off the national debt by Saturday. You see, the government can't control crypto like it controls banks and the bogus Federal Reserve.
Horseshit. That's a lie. See, he's a fucking liar. Man, these people, ooh, I can't wait to get you Edomites into slavery. You're going into slavery, okay? He's lying, okay? You can Google it. The Secret Service loves crypto. They track crypto. That's how they're able, all right, to arrest people for doing illicit activity, all right? So they can easily control it. So he's an effing liar, okay? But this is how he's going to sell it to the Muppet Edomite Republicans, all right? They are Muppets. They're fucking idiots too. You Edomites are idiots. The bulk of y'all are idiots. You know that? Okay? You think this man Trump is for you? He works for the JJs, the international bankers, okay?
Taking money out of thin air. Ronald Reagan famously said, that the government operates very simply. If it moves, regulate it. If it stops moving, subsidize it. If you can't do either, ban it. He didn't know about blockchain. Reagan didn't know about the fourth option. Become what you seek to control. The government's only option to actually have any seat at the table in any type of control over crypto is to participate in it.
They already been participating in it. They're just now selling it to the retarded ass Americans. That's all. All right? The whole blockchain crypto. Let's be really honest, man. Come on. Let's be honest here. Okay? The crypto blockchain technology was created by the NSA and the CIA. Okay? Along, okay, with the United States military. Plain. And they're forcing everybody into it. And the Russians see it. Okay? That's the truth. That's the truth. Bitcoin, the technology came, the fucking, yo, let's look at this shit, man. All right. Bitcoin, NSA ties. This is it. This is what I want to bring out. Evidence cited by conspiracy theories, all right, which is not a theory, it's a fact, all right? The SHA-256 algorithm, the secure hash algorithm 256-bit, a core part of Bitcoin's proof of work mechanism, was developed by the NSA. Okay? Buddy? In 1996, the NSA research paper called How to Make a Mint, the Cryptography of Anonymous Electronic Cash. They were talking about this in the 90s. When I was a youngin', in 96, I don't know, I was like 10, okay? 9, 10, 11. They've been talking about this. The prophecy's been speaking, man. The name Satoshi Nakamoto, soon as a Bitcoin's creator, has fueled various speculation. Okay, right. Satoshi means enlightened or intelligence, and Nakamoto means central or center. Look it up. Ripple CT. Listen. Ooh! Oh, man. They just drop it. Hey, they make their own tongue fall upon themselves. You fucked up with this digital, with this Google AI. You fucked up, Esau. I'm having fun with this, all right? This is, you got to see a little color from me today. You done fucked up. Ripple CTO David Schwartz, Ripple's Chief Technology Officer, a.k.a. JJ, a.k.a. the Funny Hat people, once worked as a contractor for the NSA, right? And a lot of conspiracy theorists, which I'm one of them, I believe he was the mastermind behind Bitcoin as a test subject, all right? And XRP is the advanced, which they're going to use on the world to trap everybody in with their ledger, okay? And you can't escape it, all right? This is why, hey, brothers and sisters, you got to bring out, see, back to the scriptures, man. See, the scriptures are talking, man. Pilgrims, all right? A lot of us are going to be pilgrims, man, all right? Some of us will be pilgrims. Some of us, as the scriptures say, all right, will be in the field or will be grinding at the mill. One will be taken, one will be left. There's a balance. The Lord's about balance. And some of us are going to be pilgrims. We're just going to be depending on the Lord 100%. Okay, 2nd Esdras 16:40. O my people, hear my word, make ye ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Why? Now, why did the Lord put that in there? Because this is a future prophecy. Some of us are going to be pilgrims just walking around, okay? All right, being guided by the Spirit, okay? We won't be working anymore, okay? Some of us will be blessed with spiritual power to take care of a multitude, like Yahushua did, all right? The scriptures say, what was written aforetime was written for our learning, all right? The Lord is about balance, okay? Perfect balance. Certain brothers will be pilgrims. Certain brothers will be at the mill, in the field, you know? Perfect balance. The Lord is about perfect balance, not this shit. This is unbalanced. Look at this wicked shit. This is wicked. So, I just wanted to bring that out because this has to be a mindset. Some of us will be pilgrims. All right? We'll be locked out this digital prison for not taking the RFID chip. Okay? It's a fact.
You own it, that's great for you. It's going to be worth a ton. After all, we just print money, buy crypto with it. That's why crypto's here to stay.
Look at this.
If you own it, that's great for you. It's going to be worth a ton. After all, we just print money, buy crypto with it. That's why crypto's here to stay.
You heard what he said? We just print money, buy crypto with it. Right. This is why Russia is crying out like, yo, America is fraudulent. Okay? They're going to use fiat currency, digital, to buy up this crypto, to manipulate the market, to then attempt to pay down their debt. These niggas is wicked, bro. But what does the scriptures say? Well, we'll play a little bit more. All right, this clown is done. We'll play a bit more of what the Russia has to say, and then we'll go to what the prophecy says, because at the end of the day, America cannot be healed. No matter what they do, this place is going down in fire.
When part of the U.S. national debt is placed in stablecoins, the U.S. will devalue that debt. Once again, in simple terms, right now they have a $35 trillion currency debt. They move it into crypto, into the cloud, devalue it, and start from scratch. This is for those who really love dealing with crypto.
You see that? So this is going to force everybody into crypto. This is going to cause a lot of problems among the nations. All right? And they're going to have to push that chip. Okay?
Russia has made a shocking claim that the United States may be seeking to offload its staggering $35 trillion national debt by leveraging cryptocurrencies and gold. Anton Kobyakov, a senior advisor to President Vladimir Putin, made the remarks during the Eastern Economic Forum in Vladivostok. He claimed that Washington intends to rewrite the rules of the cryptocurrency and gold markets in an effort to circumvent the traditional global currency system. Putin aide warned U.S. is exploiting world crypto users to pay its eye-watering $35 trillion debt. Kobyakov claimed that the U.S. will push everyone into cryptocurrencies after moving its debt into the crypto cloud and then devalue it. He further warned that the U.S. could convert some debt into stablecoins and then devalue them, effectively starting from scratch. Russian advisor highlighted that the U.S. national debt, now the largest in the world, is owed not only to foreign governments and institutional investors, but also to millions of American citizens through Treasury securities. According to Kobyakov, these moves are intended to address declining trust in the US dollar on the global stage. Kobyakov warned that using cryptocurrencies in this manner could pose major risks to global financial stability. This comes amid growing debate over the role of digital currencies in reshaping global finance and the dollar's dominance.
The Americans' change of the rules of the game by sharply raising tariffs for those who work well and have a surplus with them. In mutual trade, this marks the beginning of major changes. First of all, the division of the greater Eurasian economy in...
So yeah, you can watch more on that. Hey man, this is going to make these nations angry. And the thing is that these nations still have to go into it. All right? Because the American dollar is still the reserve currency, all right, and everything's measured in dollars. Okay, that's another thing. You know, for example, gold price went down. About like 2 trillion was wiped out. You know, went from 4K to 3K. The whatever the answer, the question that everybody should be answering is that, is gold really worth that much, or is it because of the devaluation of the dollar? It's because of the devaluation of the dollar, the reason why gold's worth that much. Okay? So the measuring stick is the American dollar. All right? And so that's causing a lot of headaches for a lot of wealthy people. Okay? A lot of all these countries, because how do you measure your currency? What is it being measured to? The American dollar. And now America is about to change the whole game again, which is going to piss a lot of these people off, man. Okay? And here's the thing when it comes to gold. If you want to get into gold, you should have it on your persons. You shouldn't be investing in it in an app or with a broker and it's somewhere else. You buy gold to hold onto it on your persons. All right? That's where you can have the full value of it. And when it comes to if you're put in that situation to barter, because at the end of the day, the person you're bartering with, okay, you could say this gold is worth 4K. The person you're bartering with says, yeah, that was when shit was being determined what the value is. Now that the shit is done and finished, okay, I don't believe gold is worth that much for what you want. Okay, if you want this toilet paper, or you want this toothbrush, or you want this hand sanitizer, or what's it called, baby wipes. All right, baby wipes are going to be like gold. Okay, because it's a medium exchange, and the medium exchange is going to be between the giver and the buyer. That's why this system is corrupt. That's why the system has to go, because it's so corrupt. Everything is fucked up, man. It's a big, big fraud. Okay? They manipulate the gold price. All right? That's why they're crashing it now. And then now they're sending all the gold all the profits, all those that sold the gold, which was done by the international bankers, and they're going to put it into crypto to pump it up. It's called capital rotation. That's their terminology. The game is rigged, man. Okay? We need Yahweh Shai. We need Yahweh Shai, man. That's it. We need Yahweh Shai. And and Slaki for going on a tangent. Let me finish this off. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. Right, this whole financial system, the whole earth is drunken of it. Okay? The Russians are concerned too. All right? They need America. All right? They need America too in terms of what is considered value. All right? And that's why they're going to be angry. They're just going to say, fuck it, destroy this place. All right? Didn't Russia say that they'll destroy the world if they're pushed to the brink, right? Let me get to that. Did not Russia say they will launch nukes if pushed Russia nuclear threat, right? Yeah, Russia's nuclear doctrine. This is it. Why Russia's changing its nuclear doctrine now? All right, so there you go. And I saw another article too. Well, the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Right. Again, what was the main wine that these nations drank? This whole corrupt financial system. All right. Again, they complied. All the nations complied with America's changing of the rules from 1930s to the 1970s. Okay. And now it's happening again. And this time you got a lot of these nations like, no, fuck that. Not again. So there's going to be a lot of pushback. There's going to be a lot. It's going to be nasty, man. It's definitely going to be nasty here in America. Therefore, the nations are mad. 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen, destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. Right? There's no healing this place. No matter what you do. No matter, you could create, a whole bunch of stable coin companies and attempt to buy the debt and try to, pull the rug on everybody. This place is still going down. 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one to his own country, for her judgment reaches unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. Right. This place is going to be judged. Yahweh Shai is going to come back and judge America. All right, personally, as well as the nukes that are coming from Russia. Okay? Because they're not going to give a damn anymore about the their economy. All right? In terms of trying to do business deals with America via financial commitments. Okay? They're not going to care. They're already seeing this bullshit. This is bullshit. 10. The Lord hath brought forth our righteousness, come, and let us declare in Zion the work of our Lord, the Most High. Right? And at the end of the day, this is the work of the Lord, man. He's setting this place up to be destroyed. All right? We're just waiting for the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, right? The digital RFID chip, the digital all, right? To be made mandatory, and that's it. The destruction comes. And salvation for the elect. All right? Lord willing, I'm part of it. That's why we call ourselves the hopeful elect. All right? This is why we keep pushing the word. This is why we stay locked in the spirit. This is why we stay rooted in this truth. And we fear the Lord. You have to fear the Lord. Okay? You must. 11. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord have raised up the spirit of the king's enemies. Right. You fucking with the money. Sick of looking at that guy. But this guy, man, he clearly... And the Russian bankers are like, yo, what the fuck? Okay? We see what you do in America. We see what you're doing. Yeah. So they're being raised up. For his device against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. Right. And that's the reason why this place is going to be destroyed, is because of the Lord's vengeance, is because of what they've done to the Lord's temple. Who is the Lord's temple? The Israelites. Okay? We are the Lord's temple. So yeah, the third temple is us. That's what's being built. And it's almost completed. All right? Because the elect is being sealed. So the destruction is imminent. We're just waiting for that RFID chip, the mark of the beast. So Lord willing, that's edifying. I know I was a little all over the place, and I was getting excited in particular points. But ultimately, we here, man. And the Lord is angry with how America runs its country, how America, all right, conducts itself. It is totally contrary to the scriptures. And when you look at the financial system, all right, it's total corrupt. And the what's scary is that people defend it, meaning it's a religion to these people. They defend it. They're saying this is normal. This makes sense to them. They believe in it. It's a religion. Okay? They're binded to this financial system, this corrupt, fraudulent financial system. Okay? So with that, I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep enduring, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostle elders as they get up in age. Stay prayed up for them, all right, so that they keep their health and longevity. All right, bro. And we're almost out of here, so stay locked in, man. And for the few that are watching, keep studying when you prepare to cover Shalom.